welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday and it's September 14th. Now we do have a meeting to tell you about this morning, and it will be at 9:30 or immediately following the morning broadcast of This Day. And that is the United Board meeting, and that will be in the boardroom and virtual. And you can follow along at lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now on our show today, we have Jeff Parker here, who's going to give us a Laguna Woods update. We've got a few things to tell you about. And then we sit down with Dr. Hovannessian of Harvard Eye, and he always is very informative about some of the latest technology that is happening in the world of eyes. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. Wow, it's cooled down quite a bit, but absolutely beautiful out. We're burning off that morning overcast quite quickly this morning. I'm sure down by the beach, though, it's still a little overcast. Today, we're looking at nice temperatures of 83-61. Tomorrow, 79-58. Thursday, 77-59. Friday and Saturday, pretty nice with 81. Overnights in the 60s. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:34, and our sunset will be at 6:58. If you have a photo that you would like us to share right here on Village Television, we put it right where that blue is. Please email it to us, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. And please make sure that photo is an original photo and it is a high-resolution photo. All right, stick around. We'll sit down with Jeff Parker and learn more about what's going on in our community. Stay tuned.
Pacific Cremation Services offers you the ultimate freedom to become one with the salty breezes and brilliant sunset reflections. A scattering at sea is a unique, beautiful way to honor the life of anyone who chooses to be cremated. We help you plan the details and understand what to expect. Choose from our 3 simple plans and let us help you start the process of healing and life celebration. Contact us at pacificcremationservices.com to create a personalized service at sea today.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From our delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
Picking someone to clean your house is a big decision. After all, they'll be inside your house and touching virtually everything you own. Sadly, though, not all cleaning professionals are actually real pros. Like this person you found online who uses the same sponge in the kitchen they use in the bathroom. If you're looking for a local family-owned business with amazing customer service, contact MaidPro for a free estimate. MaidPro, when you're ready for a real pro.
Welcome back. We have Jeff Parker here in studio to tell us about what's going on in Laguna Woods. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So first, of course, we'll talk a little bit about COVID, and then we'll jump into some other very important information.
Sure, absolutely. So COVID numbers, these are what you see on the board are the weekend numbers that we have. So the information on the cases, about 1,583. That's spread over 3 days. So about where we've seen the average lately, somewhere between 350 and 500 cases a day. So that's pretty accurate from that perspective. Unfortunately, an additional 10 people have passed away over the weekend with regards to reporting over the weekend. The important stuff that we talk about all the time is that the information about the hospitalizations, and the hospitalizations at 406 have gone down. We were in the 500s a couple of weeks ago when we last talked. And the ICU cases have gone down to 119, and they were up above 140. So that's a good trend to see happening, is that either they're catching up or they're being able to get more people vaccinated or pre-treated, so they're not going into the hospitalization or having to go into ICUs, which is really what we want to see at the end of the day. We know some people are going to get sick. You're going to, whether you're vaccinated or not vaccinated, either way, you're going to have the impacts. It's wanting to control it to the point where we don't go into the hospital with those.
Right.
With regards to our own Laguna Woods, which means the whole village, along with the rest of the city, we're at 508 cases. That's up 3 cases from the last time we reported. We were at 505, and the deaths have stayed the same at 55. So we haven't had any change there for our community, at least.
Good, good.
So
Well, hopefully when people are contracting the virus, that they are not as sick as they would have been otherwise because of vaccinations, or maybe already had COVID or something like that.
And I think the vaccinations continue to occur. People are more and more, so the more that's happening, the more you get to that 100%, if you can ever get there, the more protection we have with regards to, especially this Delta variant.
Exactly. So it's good news that we are lower in numbers for hospitalizations as well as ICU, and like you said, that trend will continue because I think I had heard that the UK had a similar situation where it went way down and then they creep back up again, and hopefully they'll go back down. But I think it just varies.
And that's the challenge that we're going to have, is the variants are going to change. You know, it's a Delta variant today, and now there's the MU, I think it is. So there's going to be different variants, as we know that. I think the challenge is, can they come up with a way to get it down low enough so the variants don't have these big spikes like we saw since July 15th or July, basically.
Well, and then we wonder what weather's going to do in terms of pushing people indoors, because that's the other thing. So a lot of things to consider, but so far so good. California's looking really good.
Wear your mask.
Especially Orange County. You know, their numbers look really good, so excellent. All right, good. Now, you have some announcements to make about some things that are going to be appearing on Village Television.
Yeah, one of the things that's going on right now, and I know probably everybody in the village knows, we're in that midst of the election process. And with the election process, there's a couple things I wanted to point out. We wanted to make sure that people get a chance to see the candidates that have come in. So we had the Meet the Candidates program that they had last week, and with that, we televised all that. You put together, you brought the candidates up to get introduced, and so we had scheduled originally, same system we did last year, where we had 3 occasions where we would rerun those programs so people could see the candidates and really get a feel for who they should, vote for.
Right.
And so we thought, in the best interest of getting as much information out there, we've expanded that now. We're going to do 5 reruns of all of that. So we have dates for that, and you have them up there. There you go. So these are Meet the Candidates, and they're going to be up there with regards to all these different times. And so you can go on there, review that, listen to the candidates and their statements that they came in and met with you on. And then the key thing is get your ballot in by September 30th. You need to have those in to the club in here, to the community center, or mailed early enough that they get in there. So the key is getting them in here, is get them down to the ballot box that's out there. Get those ballots in by the 30th, because you want to make sure at 5 o'clock they're not going to get counted after that. So.
Yeah, actually, I think it might be a little earlier than that. I think it's something like 11. Is it 11 p.m.? Maybe it is in the evening. You have that information.
I know it's 5 p.m. for the last closure, but
it is. Okay.
Maybe it's 11 for any postmark. I'm not sure.
Okay, it could be. Yeah. So
We
you're
can
right. So in the
clarify that.
evening. Good. Now let's just show that one more time. So the first slide you're seeing is United Candidates, United Meet the Candidates days. So that is on the days that you see there, and then for 3rd is the next slide, and that has different times, probably the same days, but different times.
A few different dates, I think, and different times for sure. So just make sure that we'll get this out repetitively so people can watch it, watch the candidates. I just went back to my notes, so it's 11 a.m. as far as being postmarked to the election person who's coordinating.
Okay.
So you have to have it in by 11 if you're going to mail it to that person.
Okay.
If you're going to hand deliver it here, 5 o'clock is the
Okay,
deadline.
perfect. That's good to know. Now, these are dates that are going to be repeated right here on Village Television.
Correct.
So perfect. So everybody can meet the candidates multiple times, which is great. So you can get all the information. Now, also, a letter has been sent to all of the United Mutual folks as well as all the Third Mutual folks, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And,
good.
and that
not mailed, but emailed.
emailed.
Okay.
And it really is, again, to emphasize, here's the opportunities to see the candidates, here's the information you need to know about getting your ballots in so that we get as much participation out there in the community, and adding a couple more opportunities for people to see the candidates is just more access to these individuals is the better for the residents to make a good decision. Exactly.
All right, great. Good information. Glad we're able to get that out on multiple occasions. So perfect. All right, and then another communication, if you will, that is announced to all of our residents is our village e-blast.
Right, and so on Fridays we get out What's Up in the Village, and it has a lot of good articles on different things and stuff that's coming in the future, like our shakeout in October that we have for earthquake, making sure people understand how that works and why we're acknowledging that day and the importance of being prepared. So there's a lot of different activities and important information that goes on What's Up in the Village, and I just want to again recommend to people that if they're not on our list, we need to get your email. So send your email into info@Laguna Woods Village, and if we get your email, we'll put you on that list and make sure you're getting that blast that's going out every Friday. It's great information.
It is.
And it provides everybody with an opportunity to just kind of keep track of what's going on in the village, and in some cases outside the village. Something maybe that the city of Laguna Woods is doing, or like we've indicated, today is the state election. Make sure you get your ballot in for the state election.
Right.
So there's different pieces of information that we do on there, but it's just a great source, and I want people to use it as much as possible.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you very much. It was good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. When we come back, we will have Dr. Hovhanessian with Harvard Eye, so stick around.
Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in Laguna Woods, and during the day, hundreds of pickleballers play on the Association's 7 courts. But at night, that number is greatly reduced because there are only 4 lighted courts. Light the Night is a community improvement project, and the Pickleball Club has stepped up to assist GRF with funding. You can help by making a tax-deductible donation of any size through the Village Community Fund. Go to villagecommunityfund.org and click on the Light the Night link for more information.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Dr. John Hovhanessian, who is here on behalf of Harvard Eye. Well, Dr. Hovhanessian, thank you for joining me today.
Great to see you, Lisa.
When are you going to come into the studio? We got to get you in here.
Let's do that soon. It's exciting that we can now. So why wouldn't we?
I know. Well, next time. Sometimes it's easier just to kind of leave your office or just walk into your room and kind of do it on your own, which I think a lot of people will be opting for instead of driving over here. But nonetheless, it's always an option for you if you wanted to do that. So thank you for joining me today. So we're talking about something that happens to the eye, which then requires us to wear glasses for correction.
So many things happen to us as we have birthdays.
Yeah.
These are the enemy of good health, aren't they? And today's topic is a birthday disease called presbyopia. And, this is the loss of reading vision. And it's not too hard to understand. When we're young and we have perfect eyes, our eye can see far away. If we're lucky enough to have normal vision, our eye can see perfectly far away. And then the way we see up close is that the eye actually adjusts. The lens inside the eye flexes to help us move that focal image onto the retina, and we can see well. But the lens, like every other part of our body, loses flexibility as we get older, and we lose that. That's the problem.
So then I generally will just put these on and I can see up close. You know, there's just regular readers. Is that not what people normally do?
No, that is exactly the best thing that you can use,
Okay.
or at least the first thing that you can use. And they're a very popular option, reading glasses. You know, they're simple, they're inexpensive, they work well for just about everybody. The problem is not everybody wants to wear reading glasses, and you have to carry them with you all the time. They get scratched and dirty, and we have to, you know, have multiple pairs. And so we've come up with other ways to help people not to need glasses, including LASIK. Another option that's been very popular among our viewers here is lens implants, because when we go through cataract surgery, you know, most of our viewers here who are over 50 start to develop some degree of cataract. And that means clouding of the internal lens of the eye. And so in cataract surgery, we replace that lens with an artificial implant that stays forever and sets our vision forever. And so that implant can be a type that's called a multifocal. And those are very commonly used lens implants.
Okay, now a lens implant, okay, so I know you said LASIK. So some people opt to do LASIK, like a monovision kind of thing?
LASIK is a choice that works for a lot of different people. And it's a good choice, but it's not for everybody. Not everybody can get used to the idea of one eye being different from the other. And not everybody who's over 50 has, you know, a small enough amount of cataract that LASIK works for them. So you really have to have no meaningful amount of cataract to do LASIK and to have a lasting benefit from it.
Oh, I see.
You are.
So the way that you do the lens implant is if they do have some sort of a cataract.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
There, when we put a lens inside the eye, it permanently corrects vision, and the vision never goes back to the way it was. So, you know, it's corrected with a new lens, because the one part of your eye that's changing as we get older is the lens, and that stops changing. So
Okay.
a multifocal lens implant has rings built into it, and these rings set different focal lengths for the implant, and it affects the way we see so that we can see both far and up close. So unlike bifocal glasses, where we have to tilt our head or hold things in a special position, none of that is necessary with a multifocal lens implant. And that's why they're very popular, because they work well. And although they have some minor side effects with glare and halos when you're driving at night, most people don't have any issues with them and really like the way they see.
And how does that adjust? How does that adjust for far away?
Well, it's not actually changing physically. It's the light passing through it. Some of it is focused for distance. Some of it is focused for near.
Oh.
And so there is enough light, enough redundant sort of cells in the visual system that we can see both far away and up close with this type of implant. Does that make sense?
Okay, so let's say I don't have cataracts and I would like to get this anyway. So is that a possibility?
Yeah, it is possible to do a lens implant, and we do this in a lot for a lot of people as a procedure. If they're not a LASIK candidate, they're a better candidate for a lens implant. It's really the same surgery, but it's called a refractive lens exchange, and because it's done for different reasons. Now, the most exciting thing that's on the horizon right now for this, because it's new, are eye drops for presbyopia, and eye drops are now in the FDA development pipeline, and we are involved in doing research studies on some of these. And so far, the earlier stage studies have shown extremely good safety and quite good effectiveness of these drops.
And what are the drops used for?
So they're used to help restore up close vision.
So without any surgery at all?
Without any surgery at all. And so for people who have worn reading glasses, let's say you have good distance vision, or reasonably good distance vision, but you need glasses to see up close, when you put the drops in, for a number of hours, they'll work to give the eye the range of focus to see not just far away, but also up close. So they're not constantly putting on glasses. And and they can potentially work for people who have had cataract surgery. So let's say you had cataract surgery some years ago, and you had a lens implant that wasn't a special multifocal implant, and you'd like to try these, it is possible to use them. And although they're not yet available to the general public because they're not yet FDA approved,
right?
They will be soon, probably by near the end of the year. And we're currently enrolling patients in some FDA studies for people who want to have early experience with these drops. And I'll tell you, they work well, they're well tolerated, and it's a simple concept, and it helps to reduce the need for reading glasses. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. And so, of course, I'm raising my hand saying, okay,
Yep.
I want to try it, but I've had LASIK. So does that disqualify me?
It does not necessarily. It'll depend upon the specific study, because there are about 9 different companies who have these types of products, and some of them will restrict people who have prior LASIK, and some will not.
Now, are you testing for all of them or just a couple?
We are involved in 3 of the studies currently, not all 9.
Okay, well, that is amazing. And that is so awesome because, yes, I have about 20 pairs of reading glasses just scattered around the house, right? Because if you're upstairs, you don't want to go up, downstairs. So you've got them everywhere. And, it's crazy, but this is such an exciting thing for so many people.
It really is exciting. And, for some of you who's on camera, especially if you had to put on reading glasses to see well, it's just not a lot of fun. There they are. They're just right off camera where you get them when you need them. But for lots of people who are just working in an office environment, to be able to see, to sit down at the computer, get your work done, somebody hands you a report, be able to recognize who's coming to the desk. It's the boss. I better put away candy. You want to have distance vision and you want to have up close vision. And this can help you to keep that. So it's a nice solution.
So how many people do you guys have doing the testing right now?
We have, I don't think I can actually tell you the number right now, but it's in the dozens of patients who are, enrolling in these types of studies, and hundreds across the country in different, cities and different practices. Before a drop like this is finally FDA approved, it goes through early safety testing and dose ranging, so we know how much medicine to give and have an idea that it's safe. And then the large studies at the end, the phase 3 studies, that's where we tend to get involved. Once we know a product is safe, it's not going to hurt someone, we have an idea that it is likely to work. Now it's a time we like to offer it to our patients so that they can be part of the group of hundreds of patients who learn more before it's finally FDA approved, when it's safe to do so and when it's likely to help them.
Are you still offering that to people now? Can they contact you to be a participant?
Yeah. So we'll put up on the screen the phone number here for Harvard Eye Associates. And what you want to do is mention, if you choose to call, the research study on presbyopia, or just eye drops for reading vision. And that the general office number there is the one you can use to contact us if you're interested in being part of such a study. And we'll find out we may ask you a few questions over the phone and save you a trip in if you're not a candidate, or potentially bring people into the office to evaluate them.
Oh, that is really exciting. You're absolutely right. So wonderful for so many people. Now, of course, you may not have this information, but I'm sure it will be coming down the pike. Is, when you talk about something that's not FDA approved as of yet, but once it becomes FDA approved, how does insurance handle something like that?
So when it is part of a trial, the care that is given to patients as part of the trial generally is covered by the study itself, by the company who makes the drug. Now, sometimes there's some overlap with other care that we're giving to save patients time. We'll do it on the same visit, but we usually make it very clear if there's something that would be billed for insurance.
Okay.
So participating in the study does not cost the patient anything or their insurance.
Okay. And then once, of course, it becomes FDA approved and available to people, to the public, at that time, they would probably consult with their insurance company to see if it's covered.
Yeah, that's right. I imagine, some of these drugs may be covered, some may not be. They would, potentially be seen in the vanity category of patient choice, and therefore not covered. But I don't think that has been determined yet. So for now, we're just happy to see that there's a technology that exists, that it's likely to become FDA approved very soon. And we're delighted to be able to offer it to patients even now.
That is awesome. Well, thank you so much for the information. Very exciting. So maybe at some point we'll touch base with you again about that, and maybe we'll even have one of your patients, if they're allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll keep you posted, and we'd be delighted to do that as well.
All right, Dr. Hovhanessian, thank you again.
Nice to see you, Lisa.
You too.
Enjoy summer. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Take care.
And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. Well, today is Election Day here in the state of California, and you have until this evening to get your ballot in, and there are a variety of places that you can either drop it off in a ballot box or you can vote in person. Now, you can do this through 8 p.m. tonight. The drop boxes are located outside South County Adult Day Services, and if you would like to vote in person, you can do that at Laguna Woods City Hall. All right, let's let you know a little bit about the Video Club. They are having a meeting, which will be at 6:30 p.m., and that is on Thursday, September 16th. And a couple of other things we want to let you know that everybody's very excited about this Saturday is Woodstock, and that is September 18th, and that'll be at Clubhouse 2. Music will be from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., so pretty much all afternoon. And if you want more information about that, you can go to babyboomersclub.org. So great stuff going on right here in our village. All right, let's take a look at our weather one last time before we head out to enjoy our Tuesday. Weather is looking pretty good. It's not too hot. It's very pleasant out. You will have a couple of days hotter than others. Like today will be a little warm, 83-61. Tomorrow, 79-58. Thursday, 77-59. Friday, 81-60. And then Saturday, 81-65. So very nice this week. So enjoy your week. And don't forget that immediately following our morning broadcast is the meeting. So you can check that out right after our broadcast. Have a great day in the village. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Primary care is our first interaction with the healthcare system, but most people don't visit their physicians due to long lines, waiting periods, and moving from lab to lab. At Cure Medical, we bring healthcare straight to your doorstep. Our modern, upscale mobile clinics provide services such as prevention and wellness plans, annual exams, lab work, blood tests, and more. Give us a call today to learn more and schedule your next appointment. Cure Medical, close to home, far from ordinary.
I'm Dr. Leif Floberg, and I want to welcome you to our brand new facility here in Laguna Woods. We've been serving the community since 2006, and we're super excited to bring you an awesome team of doctors, Dr. Jackson, Dr. Asaturians, Dr. Vian, and myself, here to serve you in our brand new state-of-the-art facility. Call us in the morning and we'll get you in the same day, guaranteed.
Hi, my name is Rob Miller, and I'm a 60-year-old four-time cancer survivor. I also compete in CrossFit and have been for a number of years at the international level. I've been using Super Immunity for quite some time. This is truly what aids in my recovery and really keeps me walking every day.
Visit getimmunity.com for a buy one, get one limited time offer on your first purchase of Variety Pack or Traveler Pack of Super Immunity. You may also visit these fine retailers and ask for Super Immunity.